Hey y'all, this is Theron West II, and this is the Be Ready anthem, y'all. I hope y'all ready. Stay ready, be ready, 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 stay ready. Every show, new face, new dream. Young man out here building a team from the track to the court to the turf and the ring. They all grown different, but they got the same theme. Putting in work when the lights not on. Late night, early morning, still going strong. They don't do it for the lights, they do it for the fight. Future looking bright, cause they training for their life. So be ready, stay ready, 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 be ready, stay ready. Spotlight on them, time to show love. Brother smart and dream, all star from above. The hustle in their heart, purpose in their feet, and they voice on this mic that echoes in the streets. Every episode, no cap, no fake. Just young bugs grinding, rising to the stage. Different faces, same goals. Rise above the pressure, yeah, holding goals. So be ready, stay ready, 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 be ready, stay ready. So put your hands together for my boys, Coach Tony and Carlos, for the Be Ready podcast coming on right now. Let's get it, let's go, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Welcome, y'all, and welcome back. We are live and in color here on episode 116. Yep, 116 times, 115 times we done hit that live button. Well, 116 to be exact, because I just did it a few seconds ago. And we are coming along here with another wonderful guest. Last time we was on here, I was having technical difficulties, and I was really mad because I love interviewing our high school athletes, and I miss interviewing my man KJ. But Carlos did a great job. You guys got to meet an awesome freshman that's starting varsity, making waves down here in the basketball world. So, but we went back to middle school, and now we got our guest today, who's going to tell y'all that he's going to be starting varsity in about 4 years. So y'all better be ready. And he's from my home state of California. So all y'all on the West Coast that's tuning in to the Be Ready Sports podcast, like my man Ken Jordan, salute to you. Y'all y'all show some love for my man Leo, because we got a little East Coast West Coast thing going on right now on episode 116. So before I start running my mouth too much, we're going to introduce our guest today. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sit up. That's right. Sit up and put your chest out so everybody know who you are.
Yes, sir. All right, let's introduce our guest tonight. Tonight's guest is an 11-year-old class of 2033 basketball player from the state of California, y'all, West Coast. He plays shooting guard for Cali Wave 11U and Miller Time Academy 12U. This athlete is known for his skill level, work ethic, and competitive mindset. He's been recognized as one of the most skilled players on his teams and spends a lot of time developing his ball handling, shooting, and basketball IQ. So now please welcome to the Be Ready Sports Podcast, Leo Munoz, y'all.
All right, Leo, break the ice and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
My name is Leonidas Munoz. I play basketball. I'm trying to get better every day.
And he'll make your son put ice on his ankles at the end of every game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, welcome to the show, Leo. Have fun, do some backflips for us, and enjoy the show. And later on, we're gonna talk about that shrine that's behind you. But for right now, let's give y'all a little update on the state of the Be Ready Sports podcast. So right now, we are currently at 338 subscribers. Not bad for only being what is it, 9 months now?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, almost a month.
Almost a month.
Almost a year. Sorry, almost a year.
I think you need to go back to. I think you need to go back to school, sir.
No, yeah, well, I'm in school right now, so almost a year.
No, go back to when he start teaching you your days, your months, and the year. Talk about.
It's okay, guys. It's just a year. Oh, almost a year. Wow.
This boy said almost a month. We want to hit our goal to get over 1,000 subs by our 1 year anniversary, which is April 26th. So y'all gotta hit that subscribe button. Y'all would know what I'm talking about if my genius had the ticker going. So y'all gotta hit that subscribe button and get us up there. The more subscribers we have, the more y'all know about our guests when they come on here, and like and share. So like and share and subscribe. And like Carlos say, hit that bell icon so y'all know anytime we bring Leo back on here. All right. And Instagram is going crazy right now. We currently hit over 100 new followers in a couple weeks. So
Mhm.
we went from, what was it, 1530 to over 1600 now. So we want to give you a shout out for that. Keep following us on Instagram. That's when we post our clips, funny updates, and highlights from our brother's show, where our little cousin, I'll say our little cousin, on the Lambo and Cash show. We'll post some highlights from that show, which episode 2 of that show will be airing real soon. All right, Carlos, what are you doing?
We're good. Come on. Let's
Man,
go.
you better lock in, bro.
Let's go.
Lock in.
Just checking, just getting this topics ready to go.
Man, lock in, bro. It's
Come on.
time. It's first quarter, bro. You got to be ready to start. You got to start off strong, bro. It's first quarter. We can't we can't let our opponents get a 10-0 run on us, bro.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You're gonna be like Miami of Ohio. You're gonna be sitting at home.
Oh my god. That was awful. That was bad.
Lock in. Lock in.
All right. So let's get.
Tell him, Leo. Tell him, Leo. Tell him to lock in.
Let's go.
Lock in.
No, say it with your chest.
Lock in.
Yeah, you heard him. Lock in, bro.
I've been locked in since last night when I was talking on the Format podcast.
Bro, you're not on the Format podcast right now. You're on
Five.
the Ready Sports podcast. Come on, bro. You got Leo waiting. Let's go.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, come on. Okay, let's
Let's
now
run.
talk about the sports topics. Okay, so now let's talk about this one, ASN history. On this day, on March 25th, basically these events here, Leo, occurred on this day, but in a different year. So, for example, a lot of March Madness year, a lot of advance to the Final Four. We are at that stage now, the March Madness tournament. Teams are playing the Sweet 16. We're going to talk about the Sweet 16 later on in the sports topics, moving on to the Elite Eight. So we have some teams on here, like that first one that I was a fan of, Florida Atlantic, the Owls from down here in South Florida, They made it all the way to the Final Four with that great team from Conference USA. They made it from the first round all the way to the Final Four. They ended up falling short though by a buzzer beater. Like they were that close to going to a national championship, and they're not even a major program, Leo. Like they weren't like up in the Dukes or North Carolinas or up in those conferences, up in those big conferences. But they were that close to going to a national championship. Like they were a buzzer beater away from going to a national championship. But they ended up falling short. But still a great accomplishment for that team from FAU, the Owls. And a lot of players and the head coach is now on to the bigger level. Like for example, Dusty May, head coach of Michigan. Elijah Martin played for Florida, won a national championship there. So a lot of players on that team went on to higher Division One. So on this day, they advanced to the Final Four. On this day, they ended up being Kansas State. 2022, number 15, St. Peter's, the Peacocks from mid-major program in Division One. They advanced all the way to the Elite Eight. Doug Eddard, you guys remember his name? Doug Eddard in March Madness, leading that St. Peter's team, number 15. They knocked off Purdue in this game to advance to the Elite Eight, where they played either UCLA or North Carolina. I believe they played Carolina. They ended up falling short in that one to UNC. But still, number 15 seed going all the way to the Elite Eight. That is just something that's not going to happen in the near future with this NIL stuff. And probably the last Final Four that was crazy was 2023, where we had FAU, UConn, Miami, San Diego State. A lot of parity in that Final Four. So 2022, on this day, they advanced to the Elite Eight. Gonzaga, big-time program. They knocked off Xavier to go to the Final Four in 2017. They ended up winning that game 83-59. Gonzaga was the number 1 seed, so they advanced.
What they do in 2026?
They ended up losing to Texas in the second round. They lost in the second round to Texas. Man, very unfortunate. We talked about that on the format podcast. Basically, the future of Gonzaga, which is we talked about that. But 2017, Indiana, they hired Archie Miller, head coach, to be his head basketball coach. He was the head coach over at Dayton, and then from Dayton he went to Indiana, where they hired him in 2017. 2021, switching gears to the NBA, the Bulls, they acquired Nikola Vucevic, star player from Chicago. Tony does not like that, but hey, on this day in 2021, Nikola Vucevic was acquired by the Chicago Bulls. Also on this day, Aaron Gordon, big-time player from Denver. He was acquired by the Denver Nuggets. On this day.
Hold on. Pause.
What?
Pause. Where did he come from?
He came from the Orlando Magic.
He was a big-time player in Orlando.
Yeah.
He was an all-star.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't cap here on the Be Ready Sports Podcast.
And I was just gonna get there. Aaron Gordon came from the Orlando Magic to go to the Denver Nuggets, and when he was in Orlando, man, I remember his dunk contests and stuff, and he was well known over there in Orlando for those amazing dunk contests with him, Zach LaVine. That was probably the last great dunk contest we had until obviously we all know what it is now. So. All right, 2014, owner Ralph Wilson ends up passing away for Buffalo. They actually named the stadium after him, Ralph Wilson Stadium, aka the Ralph, over there in upstate New York, Orchard Park. But however, the Buffalo Bills, they will be moving on from the Ralph and going to their brand new stadium, which they will play in next year. But the Ralph was definitely a great stadium to play at for all those years for those Buffalo fans, and last season was their final season at the Ralph. So a lot of memories comes to an end, but they named it after Ralph Wilson, the owner of the Buffalo Bills. On this day in 2025, the Patriots signed Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs on this day, he played for the Houston Texans from Houston to New England. And basically when Patriots got him, that's what started the rebuild from New England. And now obviously we saw this year New England going to the Super Bowl. So from being down deep in the NFL, now to the mountaintop over there at the NFL Super Bowl. 2017, the Oregon Ducks. So Oregon Ducks, hey, it's been a while since we said their name in college basketball. They beat Kansas on this day to advance to the Final Four in 2017. 2017, they were the 3 seed, knocking off number 1 seed Kansas 74-60 um, in the Elite Eight to move on to the Final Four. That was Oregon. Also on this day, the Yukon Huskies advanced to the Final Four on this day in 2023. Lou Kroger retires as coach from Oklahoma, and then last but not least, you have Villanova in 2018, knocking off number 3 Texas Tech to advance to the Elite, advance into the Final Four from the Elite Eight. Villanova was a number 1 seed. Man, a lot of events, Leo, that I know that I had a lot of background knowledge on, but Leo, which events here stuck out to you the most?
The Patriots signing Stephon Diggs
Why that one?
because it was a surprise to me that the Patriots would sign Stephon Diggs, and that brought them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so crazy. You bring in a guy like Stephon Diggs from Houston, who was balling out in Houston, and then you take him away from Houston to go to New England, a team who was basically rebuilding, and a pretty quick rebuild over there in New England. They went all the way to the Super Bowl with him over there in New England. So, okay, Leo. So, is that the only event is that the only event? Leo.
And the Nuggets acquire Aaron Gordon.
Okay, yeah. Obviously, Aaron Gordon. He's still in the Denver Nuggets, and he actually won a championship over there in Denver with the Nuggets. Okay, so Leo, are those the only 2 events that you saw that were interesting?
Yes.
All right, so there was 2, but obviously due to time constraints, we only have 1. We're only going to present 1. But if you want to see the second one, you can follow ASN History on Instagram at ASN Throwback. They do this every day. So basically, there may be an event there that you didn't know occurred on this day. So tune into their Instagram page at ASN Throwback on Instagram. All right, so now let's get to the sports topics here. Darius Acuff, that's who that is on that screen. Darius Acuff, he has been balling out for Arkansas, one of the best players in college basketball right now. A projected lottery pick right now if he was to go to the NBA, one of the top players. He just recently, Leo, signed a shoe deal. He recently just signed a shoe deal with Reebok. The Arkansas freshman star becomes the first NCAA men's athlete to receive a signature shoe from a major U.S. brand while still in college. Acuff Jr. and Reebok brand ambassador Allen Iverson spent time together that week talking about that shoe deal with Reebok. So, Leo, what are your thoughts on Darius Acuff, one of the best players in college basketball, signing a shoe deal with Reebok?
Well, it was surprising. Like, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, definitely did. It came out of nowhere, but as elite as Darius Acuff is, connections. That's what's gonna get you out there these days now. Connections. And Darius Acuff, he must have some connections to Allen Iverson and Reebok. And there you go. Had a shoe deal signed. And Darius Acuff is now signed with Reebok, and he will have his signature shoe over there at Reebok. So most likely sometime in the future he will have his shoe released. And Leo, and I guess we'll see. Will you be rocking Darius Acuff signature shoe when it comes out by Reebok?
Maybe.
Okay, so you're just waiting until what it looks like first. Gotcha. Hey, we listen to like Darius Acuff gonna get a shoe, but how does it look like? Obviously, how is it gonna be like in the hardwood? Obviously, So Darius Acuff signed the shoe deal with Reebok. So Tony, what are your thoughts on Darius Acuff, one of the best freshmen in college basketball, signing a shoe deal with Reebok?
And I ain't gonna sound like an old head hater, but give him his kudos. He is showing that he is one of the elite players in college basketball. The NIL is taking off right now in everywhere. But like I said, you know where I'm going with this, man. Man, you can't be giving these young these guys the what's the analogy I want to use? You can't give them the bends before they get their license,
Yeah.
and you got man, let him prove himself some more. You
Okay.
know, let him prove himself some more. You know, he hasn't even faced the best players in the world yet. He hasn't went up against the John Morants. He hasn't went up against De'Aaron Fox. He ain't went up against those dogs yet. And let him earn his way. You know, you give it to them too soon, they lose their hunger.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting. Good points, Tony, about basically the bends before the license thing. Very interesting. Well, yeah, and I guess we'll see because obviously when you get to the NBA, you got to face it up against the big dogs like John Morant and those peeps.
SGA, Luka Doncic.
There you go.
Um, shoot, they got some dogs.
Yeah.
They got some dogs waiting on them, and you putting a target on the kid's head.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know,
Yeah.
you putting a target on the kids. They're gonna be like, Shh, bro, you ain't even dribbled a basketball in our league yet, and you got a shoe deal. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
Yes, I guess we'll see what happens to Acuff. They're still going on Acuff in the Sweet 16. We'll talk about their matchup when we get there. So there is Acuff Jr., one of the best freshmen in college basketball right now, signs a shoe deal with Reebok. All right, let's move on to this breaking news that occurred last night in the middle of our show.
Hold on, Carlos. Hold on, Carlos.
Okay, go.
Hold on, Carlos. This is how I feel about North Carolina.
Okay. You don't like him. Yes, so basically this news broke in the middle of our college basketball show that we did at the Foreman Podcast. It broke in the middle of it. Bruce was actually talking about it, that he wanted Hubert Davis out. And then I guess towards the end of the show, it actually happened. So I don't know if Bruce is out.
Oh, shout out to Hudson, to our girl Hudson. She's watching this right now.
Hey, shout out Hudson, shout out. Yes, so basically I don't know how Bruce could tell the future, but he just told the future. Hubert Davis from North Carolina is out as the head coach. He is out as the head coach after their first round exit versus VCU. They were up 19 in this game. They were up by double digits against the VCU team, and they lost it, and they lost in overtime to a very good VCU team. So, Tony, I'm going to get your thoughts on this first. So, what are your thoughts? Hubert Davis out as the head coach over there at UNC.
Oh, we was there like 2 seasons. He wasn't there long.
He's been there for 4 years.
But they've been struggling in the last 3 years of his tenure. And when you cannot beat your arch rival, which is the Duke Blue Devils and South Carolina, you can't beat them. North Carolina is going to make the move because North Carolina, that's they're known for being the top echelon in basketball. They have a great pedigree from, Michael Jordan, James Worthy, Kenny the Jet Smith, Vince Carter. The names go on and on and on and on. They have a rich basketball pedigree, and losing is not one of them.
I know.
So I don't know. I think they need to break from tradition and get somebody like a Billy Donovan in there.
Yes. So
how you gonna just cut me off, bro?
No,
You asked my Leo. I'm about to Leo. You get him. You better get him, Leo. Get him, Leo.
Okay, go, Tony. Finish your thought.
Carlos feeling himself today. No, but North Carolina, they're one of the, as you say, the blue bloods. The blue bloods of college basketball. Kentucky, Kansas, UConn. Now they just made themselves a blue blood.
Mhm.
Duke, you know, those big, those big name schools, and you're in the SEC, one of the toughest basketball conferences in America. North Carolina is known for being up there at the top, even though I can't stand that that sky blue and white. I don't know, but I don't like you know maybe I think they maybe should give him a chance one more year, have another solid you know give him another see if he can get another solid recruiting class in there. But you seeing what your your state rivals is doing. They getting NBA talent. I mean, so and they got to compete with that. You know, you you just watch your cross state rivals that get Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and uh,
And loser
and
now.
RJ Barrett,
Oh yeah.
and then from there they get Cooper Flag. Now they get the Boozer twins. Like they're looking at that, and they're making deep, March Madness runs. And North Carolina getting a first round exit. I don't even. And last year, I don't even think they made it in there last year. So, uh, so yeah, they hit the panic button. I think a little bit too soon, but I can understand by their standards.
Yeah, most definitely. So he's been there for 5 years. They've been to the tournament 4 years. He's only made the Final Four once out of those four appearances in the NCAA tournament. Definitely not UNC standards for sure. So Leo, so what are your thoughts on this? Hubert Davis was a head coach of one of the most prestigious college basketball programs in the country, and now he is out. So after hearing what I just said, five appearances, five total appearances in the tournament. Um, no, four appearances in the tournament, only once going into the Final Four. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, you can kind of see it coming when you lose in the first round to a 19-point lead. Like that can't happen.
That cannot at all. And plus, oh well, he can say that. Oh, Caleb Wilson wasn't playing their star player, but regardless, it's your job as a coach to adjust from Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson didn't even play the end of the season. He didn't even play the end of the season, and you kind of had to, how do you say it, adjust without him. And you had the chance to do that. Could it be VCU? Could have stayed your job, but just fell short to VCU, and he's out as the coach. So the same account, Elite College Basketball, put some candidates out there. Okay, so I'm gonna basically just say the candidates and basically just give you reactions to it. All right, guys. So Nate Oates, who is now the current head coach over there at Alabama, and once again, this head coaching job is a yeah, so this head coaching job is high profile and it's worthy enough for UNC to poach other coaches who are at big time programs, like a Nate Oates at Alabama, who's doing really good. He's the head coach right now at Alabama. Josh Schertz from St. Louis, great year over there at St. Louis. Josh Schertz, the current head coach.
Hold on.
Okay.
Keep
I
cooking.
approve that too.
Keep cooking.
I approve that too. Great year over there in St. Louis. And, if UNC want to get him, they can get him. Mark Bigginton over there at Vanderbilt.
He cooking, right, Leo?
Great year at Vandy. He could be a candidate. Oh, how about this one? Todd Golden from Florida. Hey. Yeah, I agree with that because obviously Todd Golden, he's building something at Florida, but like where does Florida go from here? You fall short. We're gonna talk about them in a bit. Like now, like where do you go if you're Florida? Like, does Florida hit the decline here, or do they just bounce back next year? That future's uncertain over there at Florida, but Todd Golden want to go to UNC. That's available. Billy Donovan, just like the candidate you said, Tony. Billy Donovan from the NBA, Chicago Bulls, potentially might get it. And then last but not least, how about Brad Stevens from the Celtics? He, I believe, is an assistant coach. Yes, Brad Stevens. He used to be the head coach in the NBA, now an assistant coach, and then I don't know, he's up for a candidate. So Coach Sonny uses.
I don't know about Brad Stevens at North Carolina. I don't know.
Hey, I'm just listening to candidates that were shown here, and those are the candidates basically shown there. So, Coach Sonny, you gave your opinions basically for each and every single one with sound effects. So I'm pretty sure I know which guy you're going to go for. So, Leo, so out of those coaches that I just read, so very popular people, by the way, like. So do you think North Carolina should get a coach from college or the NBA?
NBA.
NBA? All right. Yeah, because NBA, probably more experience, right? Yeah, high level. Yes, exactly. All right, so NBA. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah. Great answer. But hey, I don't know where UNC is going to go from here. Obviously a high profile job. It's worthy enough to poach. So
what about this one? This one's been floating out there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think about Kenny the Jet Smith?
That's one.
That's floating out there.
Yes, that is, and I know why, because he's a UNC alum, and if UNC want to stay in the family and probably keep the culture, they would probably go with him because of the UNC family. That's interesting.
I think James Worthy would be a better candidate if they're going to go alumni than Kenny the Jet Smith, because Kenny likes to talk about himself too much, and that's going to rub those players. That's going to rub them players the wrong way after a while. Like, if all you hear is about, I won 5 championships. Hey, I did that. I did this. I do this. I'm leading. Man, that's going to give you an example. Hey, Leo.
Yeah.
Well, would you want to play for a coach that talk about himself all the time, or a coach that that's going to teach you how to better yourself in basketball?
Coach is going to teach me how to better myself in basketball.
So do you care about how many championships a coach have? Well, to an extent. Only unless he leads y'all to one, right? So that's all you gotta do is ask the youngins, Carlos. They'll tell you that this generation is different, bro. He gonna lose that locker room halfway through the season. They're gonna get tired of hearing him talk about how many championships he got.
Yeah, I agree with that. With this generation now, with Leo's generation growing up,
Now,
which is
not trying to cut you out, but now James Worthy, he gonna push those young dudes. He gonna get out there and put them sweats on and run up and down the court with them.
Because he's old school, right?
He's not gonna be bragging about the Showtime days. He's gonna be like, let's get the glory back of North Carolina.
That one. Mm-hmm.
So he gonna bring the old school back to him, but it's gonna be more like they'll be like, all right, I can rock with this dude.
Yeah, well, it's pretty interesting now with this generation of athletes. This generation of athletes like a player's coach. Like they like a coach that's like, how do you say it? Well-rounded with the players, I guess. Like they're more like the players, I guess you can say, because now the younger generation, obviously now they're not like old school type stuff. Like obviously the coach nowadays got to be like the players, like understand their generation. That's how you're going to succeed nowadays. And then what John Calipari said about High Point: president, AD, GM, coach, all got to have one vision in order to succeed in the NIL era. So I guess we'll see what happens. UNC, will they go with the alumni route, or will they just go out and poach another coach from a high level program? That's what's going on.
Let me ask you, Leo, what's the type of coach that you would like to play for?
A coach that I would like to play for is a coach that understands the game. Coach that understands the game, that he could teach us what we're doing good and what we're doing bad and what we need to improve on.
All right. Interesting indeed. We'll see what happens with UNC. Who are they going to get? It's going to be a really interesting job up for grabs. So UNC moves on from Hubert Davis. All right. Now let's move on to some March Madness. An upset in the making. Iowa, the Hawkeyes. How about the Iowa Hawkeyes?
Who told you to touch the horn? My horn, bro.
Well, it's an upset. So
You made Leo mute his mic. He was laughing at you so hard.
Iowa, the number 9 seed, knocks off the reigning, defending national champions, the number 1 seed, the Florida Gators. Iowa hits a corner 3 to put them up 1. Florida had a chance, but just ran out of time. Ran out of time on the clock. Iowa stuns Florida in Tampa. A lot of Florida fans were in attendance, and they were stunned by the result as Iowa, the Hawkeyes, move on to the Sweet 16.
I know why you highlighting this game.
I just highlight because it's an upset, and I picked Florida actually to win this game. So I'm
I know why you highlighting this game. Don't be trying to get political.
No, I actually picked Florida in this game.
He's a Florida State guy, Leo. So
Yeah.
anytime the Gators lose, Carlos is good with that.
That too, but that wasn't the main reason why.
No, stop capping.
I try and put my Florida State bias away from this tournament.
Stop capping.
Okay, Leo, what are your thoughts on Florida, the reigning national champion?
No, don't do that either.
Tony, we got to move on with the show.
Don't do that either, man. Say your point. Don't be trying. Don't do that. Say your point.
No, I'm serious. Like, I try to put my FSU bias away, and actually, I try to get a perfect bracket, but
it's hard to get a perfect bracket.
That didn't go so well. And Tony, I told you that I kept watching videos and doing film study, but that didn't work either. So
it's hard to get a perfect bracket, bro.
Yeah, so I tried, but shoot, March Madness. That's what happens. All right, Leo. So, what are your thoughts? Number 1, Florida, the reigning national champions from last year. They lose to Iowa. Pretty good team in Iowa. Pretty good team.
Well, Iowa is a pretty good team, but I did think Florida was gonna win. So when I saw that corner 3, I was really shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Did you throw your drink at the TV?
No.
He's like, heck no, I ain't tearing up my TV because Florida lost.
Yeah, but that is crazy though. So Tony, what are your thoughts on this? Florida losing to Iowa.
I don't want to sound mean. But y'all got to give them corn-fed boys in that Midwest they respect. Boy, them tough boys over there. Yeah. Iowa, Florida, not the same though from last year. And they lost pretty much their championship core to the NBA. So it ain't the same Florida squad. So I'm not surprised that they lost so early. I was surprised they made the tournament. To be honest.
Really?
Do you see the way they started the season?
Yeah, I know, but then they went on a very hot streak to end the season.
Man, I knew they were cooked the minute they. I knew they were cooked, bro. The way they started, I knew they were cooked, bro. They were cooked, bro. They were on the grill. They were on the grill and getting filleted all season, bro.
Okay. Well, obviously this is not a sports debate show because if it was, we would be like the Four Man Podcast, still be here debating this topic. But obviously it's a Leo show, so I'm
Well,
gonna.
ask Leo then. Ask Leo how bad Florida got cooked.
All right, Leo. Well, Tony's asking you a question, so
He got he done got filet gator on his plate right now. How it tastes? How that filet gator tastes? He don't want to answer the question. He over here acting all shy now.
Oh, well.
Florida did start off with a pretty bad season.
Pretty bad. Boy, it was horrific.
Yeah, let's just say they weren't the Florida as last year. Let's say that. Yeah, so Iowa knocks off Florida. They move on to the Sweet 16. We'll talk about their matchup once we get there. All right.
All right,
Whoa.
we got. Well, we're gonna spend some time on this one, but we got to fly through the rest.
No, don't worry. I know how to fly through stuff. I know. No, don't worry. St. John's, number 5 seed. Battled two blue bloods here, St. John's and Kansas. Battle between two legendary head coaches.
Hold on. When he's supposed to hit the see, this is why I'm in charge. I'm in charge of the horn, Leo. That's what they're saying in Kansas right now.
Yeah, well, probably tornadoes. Probably tornadoes because that's occurring in 2 months over there in Kansas. But for now, in March, St. John's, the number 5 seed, they knock off Kansas by a game-winning layup. And here's the layup right here from St. John's. Here's the clip.
Self and his staff making sure they know no fouls.
This is going to be Darling. He's got to go. Darling puts it up. Oh! St. John's is going to the Sweet 16.
And St. John's. How about them? And that guy right there who hit the layup, I believe his name's Dylan Darlin. Let me confirm that. Yes.
Where's his shoe deal?
I don't know, but Dylan Darlin, he did not have a good game before that. But that layup right there was his only points of the game. He only had 2 points, and those 2 points was that layup right there. The game-winning layup.
Only 2 points that matter.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Well, actually, all that matter. They wouldn't have won without him, but he got the biggest 2 points of the game. So I say, where's his shoe deal?
I do not know. I don't know. Leo, what are your thoughts on that game-winning layup by Dylan Darlin?
He looked like Leo right there, getting sending them boys home and putting them to bed. He looked like Leo right there.
Well, I didn't think they were gonna let him through that easy. I thought they were gonna it was gonna be harder for him to get through.
Yeah, so basically what happened there, the play what Rick Pitino drew up was an inbound play. And then the kid Dylan Darlin knew in his head thought that there wouldn't be too much time left. So basically he just said, give the rock to me. Basically, he called the play power. Power basically was that play that you just saw. That was the play power that Rick Pitino, he didn't drew that up. Actually, he called his own number. Darlin, he basically said, hey, give me the rock. I'm a scorer. So he dressed the rack and ends up scoring it. And I'm not going to repeat what Rick Pitino said about him, but I'll let you guys research that on your own. I'm not going to say it here. But Tony, what are your thoughts? St. John's beating Kansas.
St. John's is gonna be that. Is gonna be them Dukes. Y'all better watch out for Duke. Duke next. Um, but I don't want to ask y'all a question. Did y'all notice everybody was celebrating in that gym but Rick Pitino?
Yeah, I know.
He's telling them the job not finished.
That too, and plus, Rick Pitino's been around, for years and years. Like he's seen many game winners, so obviously, he's not gonna be overly excited.
Two national championships to his belt, so he knows what it takes to win. So you got that championship pedigree. As a coach, hard nosed coach, knows his players. Um, and you see them guys that can run through a brick wall for him.
Yeah, most definitely over there at St. John's. So St. John's moves on to the Sweet 16. All right, Vanderbilt, Nebraska. What a finish this was in Oklahoma City. Man, Leo, that crowd was insane over there in Oklahoma City. A lot of Nebraska fans. It was almost like 95% Nebraska fans over there at the Paycom Center. So, Leo, they put something on the broadcast, right? Basically measuring the sound. So, do you know what decibels are?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically that's basically the measurement of sound. So basically that's how they measure sound. And they calculated 115 decibels when Nebraska hit a layup down the stretch. And that is equal to a loud rock concert. So that's how loud it was over there at the Paycom Center for those Nebraska fans in attendance. So close game.
Did you know also, Leo, that's the loudest arena in the NBA as well? That's the loudest arena in the NBA. Just ask SGA.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. OKC, and definitely you saw that in the finals throughout the whole playoff run. So I actually have two parts of the game winner here, because it was like back and forth. So here's part one of it.
Catches it deep. Vanderbilt, no timeouts. Dribble. Nickel. Three on the timer. Bang, no. Rebound to Sanford. Final 8 seconds. Fred Hoiberg's going to let him play it out. Frager! Got it! Timeout! 2.2 to go. And this place is in a frenzy. Catches it deep. Vanderbilt, no timeouts. Half court heave. Oh! Tanner in and out. And Nebraska is on to the Sweet 16.
What a finish in Oklahoma City as Nebraska knocks off Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt right there, in and out. Tyler Tanner was right there for the half-court shot. Could have won the game for Vanderbilt, but it goes in and out. Leo, your thoughts on this game?
Talk about it, boy. Talk about it.
I really thought he was gonna make the half court. It's just like I just thought it was gonna go in.
Well, people are saying that the ball was too inflated, and that was the reason why the ball went in and out. Like it was too inflated for a normal sized ball. So that's what people are saying. But obviously, when you're playing basketball, there's no excuses. So it is what it is. Just went in and out. Nebraska moves on to Sweet 16. Tony, do you have any thoughts on this? Nebraska beating Vanderbilt.
Man, that's why I call it March Madness. That was one of the craziest finishes you've seen almost. But it's not like Tyus Edney's coast to coast to get UCLA in the Sweet 16. But yeah, I don't know. It's calling the timeout right then and there. Talking about Vanderbilt. Because balls in play, you don't. There's no point because you're not going to extend the play. So, and transition defense is important. Transition defense. You got to play transition defense. Um, Vanderbilt learned that the hard way. But it was a great game for the fans. Um, Gave Leo some things that he want to try in his next game. So that's why they call it madness.
March Madness indeed. Nebraska knocks off Vanderbilt. So now here's the Sweet 16. Here's all the matchups. Duke versus St. John's. That'll be on Friday. So all right, so I'll first announce the Thursday games because obviously that's going to happen first. That's going to happen tomorrow night, Sweet 16. First game of the night, Texas versus Purdue. Then you got Iowa, Nebraska. Big Ten rivals going up against each other. They already face each other twice. So now this will be the trilogy, a winner-go-home game in the Sweet 16 between those two rivals in the Big Ten. And then you got Arizona, Arkansas for the primetime matchup on CBS, and then the nightcap. Illinois taking on Houston at the Toyota Center in Houston, just 2 miles away from Houston's campus. So, Leo, which one of those 4 games are you interested in watching in tomorrow night?
Texas and Purdue.
Okay. Is there any reason why Texas Purdue?
Because I just think it's going to be a high energy game and they're going to be competing.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay, Tony, what are your all right, so basically which one out of the 4 are you interested in?
I'm going to one up you, Leo. And you as a guard, I can't believe you didn't pick this game. You're talking about Arizona and Arkansas. Boy, what's wrong with you? Koa Pete, Darius Acuff battling it out. You're gonna see who really deserve a shoe deal. I think that's gonna that's the main event for Thursday. That's the main event for Thursday right there. Who's the best guard in the country? Koa Pete or Darius Acuff? That battle is gonna be one to watch.
And also to add to that for Arizona, they got Koa Pete, Braden Bradley's, and a lot of guards have been showing up for Arizona since that game 1 for Arizona. So Arizona, they got some guards that can take on Arkansas. So that's Thursday's games. Now here's Friday's games. First game of the night, Duke St. John's. That'll be the first game of the night to kick off the Friday night slate. And then after that, you got Michigan, Alabama. Then after that, you got primetime game, Michigan State, UConn, and then the nightcap, Tennessee and Iowa State. Iowa State without their star player, but they were able to win without him against Kentucky. But can they go 2 in a row and knock off another SEC team? So, Leo, I'm going to go back to you. So, which one out of these 4 are you interested in?
I'm interested in seeing Duke and St. John.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Tony, what about you?
Man, he picked my game, man.
All right.
What's up with that, Leo? So I'm going to go with UConn and Michigan State. That's two teams that's been tough all year long. It's going to be an intense matchup. I predict that's going to go down the wire.
All right.
What about you, Carlos?
Oh, what about me? So Thursday, Arizona, Arkansas, definitely one to look at. Probably that one on Thursday night, Arizona, Arkansas, just because of how elite both of those teams are. Arizona, number 1 seed, Arkansas coming in red hot, and we'll see what happens there in the West at 9:45 on Thursday night. And then for the East, I'll ride with Duke and St. John's here with Leo's game. Duke and St. John's, very interesting game. St. John's, they're a tough team. Duke has not looked impressive in this tournament. Can they look impressive in this game against St. John's? We will see. But, yeah, so those are the games for the Sweet 16. And we'll see what happens tomorrow night and Friday night. All right. Unbelievably crazy before Q&A. So, here's one unbelievably crazy. The Heat and the Orlando Magic. So, as you guys know, NBA, they're in the playoff push. They're in the playoff push right now, and And I found this on Instagram, and basically, I did not know that the Orlando and the Heat they were in similar trajectories, up and down. So basically, as you guys can see there, when they were 5 and 6 seed, they both won 7 games in a row. They won 7 games in a row. But then now they decide to lose 5 games. One team loses 5 games in a row, the other follows suit. So, and they're both 8 and 9. And as you can see here with the Heat, they won 7 in a row. They lost 5 as of late. And then you look at Orlando, they've won 7, they've lost 5. So, Leo, what are your thoughts on that? The Heat are in Orlando, both in Florida, both with same trajectories. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I thought that both of the teams were going to keep winning. I didn't think that they were going to go on a losing streak.
Yeah, same. You know, when I saw Miami was rolling, I'm like, okay, well, Miami's rolling. You know, they might be a top 6 seed, avoid the play-in this year. But now, you look at their standings now in Miami. They're the Heat. They're number 10 now in the East. They're just on the fringe of the play-in. And then you look at Orlando. They're now at number 8. They're now at number 8 now. So both in the play-in. So. Hilarious indeed. So, Tony, what are your final thoughts on this before we get into the Q&A?
And it would only be unbelievably crazy if Paulo would have dropped 83-2 this the next day after Bam did it. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, it's unbelievably crazy. But unless you're a Heat fan or a Magic fan, I mean, it's funny that they're following each other's footsteps, but who cares? No, I'm kidding. But nah, it's just that's weird.
Yeah.
Paulo need to step up, bro. He come on, bro. He's supposed to be a MVP top player, bro. Your team shouldn't be playing follow the leader with the Miami Heat right now, bro. You need to elevate your team, your squad to the top 4. Paulo, quit BSing, bro. I don't know what you're doing.
Yep, that is indeed right. And he's being paid like franchise money. Like that's their franchise guy. Like he's being paid top money over there in Orlando. So
Ain't worth that top dollar.
I don't know, but hey,
He making more than Wemby, and look at the Spurs.
Spurs are doing very well right now. Yeah, so
Ain't that right, Leo?
Yep.
All right, so that's what's going on between the Heat and the Magic. Well, right now the Magic they're in the 8th seed, and then Miami they're the 10th seed. So I don't know. Playoff push right now is going on in the NBA. So we'll see what goes down over there in the NBA come playoff push time. All right, Leo, you ready for your Q&A? All right, so
Carlos forgot to ask you one question though, Leo.
What is it?
Who did you pick? Who would you pick and go to the Elite 8?
Okay. I'll bring up the bracket again.
Like to pick 8 teams?
Who's gonna win those games? Yeah, man. Come on.
So for the Duke and St. John, I think St. John's gonna win.
That's my dude right there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. My man know basketball.
For Michigan State and UConn, I think UConn's gonna win.
All right.
For Iowa and Nebraska, I think Nebraska's gonna win.
I think he turned. I think he went fan on us again, Carlos.
Fan? What do you mean?
I think he went fan. You remember what he said in the back?
What?
I want Nebraska to win.
You rooting for Nebraska, boy.
Oh,
Man, pay attention to your guess.
okay, Leo, continue.
Oh my goodness.
Illinois and Houston, I think Illinois is gonna win.
Okay.
Arizona and Arkansas, I think Arizona's gonna win. Texas and Purdue, I think Purdue's gonna win. Michigan and Alabama, I think Michigan's gonna win. And Tennessee and Iowa, I think Tennessee is gonna win.
All right. So now out of your winners, yeah, we're gonna put you on the spot, Leo, before we get in your Q&A. Now you got to see who you gonna take in the final four. So St. John's and UConn, who you got winning out of St. John? That's gonna be a woo. That's gonna be a game right there, boy. St. John's and UConn, who you got?
The trilogy between these two.
Ooh, that's gonna be a woo.
Oh no, wait, four. They're playing for the fourth time.
I think I still got St. John's.
Ooh, St. John's going to the final four. All right. I already know you're gonna pick out of this one. You got Nebraska and Illinois.
Nebraska.
I ain't gonna say Nebraska.
Okay.
All right. This one I disagree. I think Arkansas is gonna pull an upset, but you got Arizona and Purdue. Who you going? Okay, Arizona and Purdue. Who's going to the final four?
Arizona.
Arizona. Okay. And you got Iowa and Alabama, which I don't agree with that one. Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan.
Michigan
And Tennessee.
Michigan. You pick Michigan? I thought you said Alabama.
No, it was Michigan and Tennessee, right, Leo?
Yeah.
All right. We got Michigan going to the final. Oh, my bad. His pick. All right. Who you got out of Michigan and Tennessee?
All right. Tennessee winning.
Okay. That was bold.
So he got his final four is Arizona, Tennessee,
Nebraska.
Nebraska, and St. John's. I only got one number one in there. Well, two number ones.
Okay. I guess we'll see what happens, Leo.
I'm not gonna ask him who's gonna be in the national championship because he's gonna say Nebraska.
Oh, gosh, no. They got definitely a tough road ahead of them. Let's just say that. All right, so that's Leo's final four, guys. That's Leo. That's your final four. I got them written down. So hey, you get these final four right.
If you're right, we gonna replay it on a future episode. Yeah, we keep receipts over here.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do.
Look, he's
Okay,
scared.
Leo.
Look, he's scared now. He's like, oh man, why did I make those picks? Oh my gosh.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, you get them right, we recognize you. If you don't, then we just ignore them, and they're just markings on a paper, basically. All right, Leo, you ready for the Q&A? Okay, Leo. So, what inspired you to play basketball?
When I started playing at Stonehurst Park, I fell in love with the game and competing.
Competing. Hey, competing. That's the number one thing over there in basketball. Competing. Okay, so which side of the ball you like playing better, offense or defense, and why?
Offense, because I like scoring and creating my own shot, but I also like defense because it helps my team win.
So you picked offense or defense because you glitched out when you said it?
Offense.
Offense. Okay. All right. So what do you like the most about playing basketball?
The most I like playing basketball is on offense, creating my own shot.
All right. Creating your shot. There you go. All right. So what do you like least about playing basketball?
What I like least about playing basketball is losing, but I use losing to get me better.
There you go. Yes, that's how you're supposed to take a loss. It's supposed to be to learn, not to as a loss. Got to be 20. All right. So, what are your strengths as a basketball player?
My strength as a basketball player is driving to the basket, shooting, and blocking people.
Blocking. Okay. All right. All right. As a shooting guard, you're doing blocks. Okay. Like you're blocking people like around the perimeter or like down in the paint.
Around the perimeter.
Okay. All right. All right. That's cool.
All right, let me ask you a question, Leo. Which guard has the record for the most blocks?
I don't know that one.
Take a guess. You,
No
you, you.
idea.
I'll give you a hint. It used to be Michael Jordan, but this guy passed Michael Jordan in the playoffs. No, he passed Michael Jordan when.
So Leo, there's your clue with the Michael Jordan. So now it's gonna be like 90s on. It won't be like before the 90s. I guess so. Use that at
He used to be a LeBron James teammate.
okay. Okay, so use
He
that
won,
as a clue as well.
he won 2 championships with him.
Oh, Dwayne Wade.
Yep, Dwayne
Oh,
Wade.
oh,
He's leading. He's in number one in guards and all time blocks right now with 885.
damn, that's crazy. Wow. Yeah, D Wade, big time over there in Miami. Even created a statue for him. That's not the best, but
Looks like an alien.
exactly, it doesn't look the best, but it's a statue. But all right, Leo. So, what is something that you feel you need to improve on, and why?
Something that I need to improve on is getting faster so I can compete with bigger opponents.
Gotcha. All right. So, what is your favorite move on the basketball court?
My favorite move on the basketball court is when I'm driving and when I'm around the block area. I like doing a spin move to the middle.
Spin move. Okay.
We had somebody else's favorite move was a spin move.
Yes. Yeah, we did. And I don't remember the guest's name, but I do remember somebody saying spin move. I do remember that. All right, Leo. So, do you like playing against man or zone, and why?
Playing against the man or zone?
Yeah, like you're on offense, and then so yeah, oh, yeah. So you're
Oh,
on offense. So do you like playing against man defense or zone defense?
I like playing against the zone defense
Mm,
because I could because they don't play when I'm usually in like the wing or corner area, and when they give me the ball, they're not playing up, so I could just shoot it.
there you go. Yeah, for me, I like when teams play with that 1-3-1 because you know uh, what spots open on the court on a
Corner.
corner. I'm in that corner. They give it to me over the top. Bang! Every time it's light work over there in that corner of that 1-3-1. It's like a dream over there in that corner. Yeah. So okay. So Leo. So what do you do to mentally prepare for a game?
To mentally prepare for a game, I listen to music and tell myself to go hard, even if we're losing.
Wait for the wait for the question. Just tell them who you listen to. Just tell them who you
I
listen.
have two questions. Number one question. So, which favorite type of music you like listening to, and why?
Rap.
Okay, rap. So, all right. So, no particular artist. I just like rap. Okay. So, my second question is a new question, Tony. I thought about this. So, your phone's at 1%, right? Your phone's at 1%, and there's like one song you got to listen to, and it could be outside the court. It could be getting ready for a game, or it could be like outside the court, like you're with your family or stuff. What's that one song that you're gonna play with like 1% on your phone, not charging, and why?
Nights for Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean. Okay. Lights. Is that like a calm song, like just chill?
It's like a calm song to relax.
Got you. All right. All right. All right. So, what is something that you like about the teams that you are playing on right now?
Something that I like about my team, the teams that I'm playing on right now, is that we encourage each other to go harder in practice and in games.
All right. So, for both teams, right? Kelly Wave and then for Military too? Gotcha. All right. So, who do you idolize your game to?
Kobe Bryant because of his mentality and his work ethic.
There you go. There you go, Tony. Another Kobe.
So why not LeBron James?
God.
Complains to the ref too much.
There you go. Kobe just plays.
But he's the GOAT, man. Everybody say he the GOAT. He's the greatest basketball player to ever live. Y'all don't look up to LeBron James. He's the greatest basketball player to ever live.
Not in my opinion.
Okay, so it looks up to Kobe. Great player, Kobe.
I just had to. I don't know. I can't no more. I don't even talk about that. I don't even talk about that topic no more. I was going to start a playlist on it, but I just after 2 videos, I said it's not even worth it. No, it's not even worth it. It's like, what am I doing?
Okay, Leo. So, what is your favorite NBA or college basketball team and why?
Can I say both?
It says or. So, if you want to name NBA or college basketball.
Okay. So I like the Lakers because I grew up with my whole family liking the Lakers.
I knew I liked you, Leo.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Kobe,
right there.
boy.
Show him.
The Kobe 8. Okay.
Got that bean on his. Got that bean on his chest, boy. Better recognize Carlos.
Yeah, I know, and I see it. Hey, that's very nice. Very nice indeed. So, I probably have to assume the college basketball team here would it be Nebraska? Ah, there it is. All right, all right.
I used to be a Nebraska fan when Tommy Frazier was there.
Damn, like back in the day.
Yeah. But,
All right. All right, all right. So, Leo, if you could meet any sports athlete, basketball, football, soccer, anybody, any sports athlete, who would it be and why?
Does he have to be alive right now?
We can do both. Like, all right. So, if you want to choose one that's not alive right now, and you can choose one that's alive.
you just told me anyone.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Anyway.
somebody that is alive right now, I would want to meet Shea Gilgeous-Alexander because I love the way he plays.
All right. All right. All right. So, what about that's not living right now?
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
You should have known, man. He got bean on his chest right now, boy. Show him again. Show him again, Leo. Because Carlos acting like he forgetting.
No, no, and I see it. It's beautiful. It's great. Number 8, Lakers, amazing.
80 the number he scored 81 in, boy.
Yeah, back in 06, right?
81.
There you go.
81.
Yeah. So, Leo, besides basketball, what other sport would you like to try and why?
Football because I play football with my friends at school, and I think I would be a really good quarterback.
Quarterback. All right, all right. All right, Leo. So, last question. What are your favorite hobbies / interests to do outside of basketball?
Favorite hobby is to play video games with my friends.
Okay, video games. So what's your favorite type of video game to play?
I like more of like action games, like something that's happening, like how do I say it? Like for example, I like to play Fortnite.
Okay, so Fortnite.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. All right, Leo, that was a Q&A, right? Very good Q&A. Now let's move on to the show and tell. So, Coach Tony was talking about your things back there. So, hey, it's that time. So present your awards, the medals, or anything you gotta, showcase.
So last year I got an MVP at a tournament, and they gave me a belt.
Oh my bad. Hold on. I gotta
Tony, yeah.
expand it so they can see it.
There you go. Okay.
All right. But you got a shrine back there, man. Tell us about the shrine.
Do you want me to take it down?
You don't have to. That's
I
cool. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Right.
I also have a Curry Funko Pop right here. I have Curry up there because he's my favorite shooter.
Okay, so you have a favorite player and a favorite shooter. Okay, interesting.
And I also have a Kobe Bryant right here.
All right.
I'm sorry, Hudson. We have a basketball guest tonight, so I'm sorry. This whole show is gonna be about basketball. She says she's. Oh, my bad. You guys can't see the comment.
Nope.
She says she's lost with the basketball.
Sorry, Hudson. Hey, whenever basketball gets on, we talk basketball. So.
And just to show you who we're talking about, she was a guest on the show. This is Hudson, right? I was gonna wait till we get into the show and tell for you to vote on her picture, but this is Hudson right here. Now you know who we're talking about.
Yep. So that's Hudson Leo, combat BJJ artist fighter that we just had as of late. Like as of late. Yep.
Oh, I made him mad. I think I made him mad showing him that picture. His face went from this to.
Okay.
I didn't mean to make you mad, Leo.
Okay, Leo, continue your show and tell.
That's all I got up there right now.
Okay. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of Funko Pops of Funkos from a lot of players. Okay.
I have one more thing up there.
Okay.
I have a graded season ticket for Memphis, John Morant.
Oh shoot, like a trading card, basically.
Respect.
And then all the info on the back, right? Trading card.
Respect. A lot of respect.
Mm-hmm.
So is mom? So do you have to hide that from mom and dad?
My dad actually gave it to me.
Oh, your dad is clutch. Your dad is clutch. Tell your dad I said he's super clutch. He's more clutch than Jordan for that.
Mm-hmm.
He's more clutch than Jordan for that. All right, so you ready to show everybody? You ready to do the photo portion of your show and tell? All right, so
talking to you.
All right, so before we get that, we did a contest with the pictures where they voted on them, and on our 200 episode, we picked our winner, Tate Medina, and we still got to get him his reward. Carlos, you got to keep.
Mm-hmm.
You got to talk to our producer, Ms. Vilma. She got to tell me to get these awards and these shirts out to these guests, man.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll talk about that behind the scenes. Don't worry. We'll talk about that.
Man, we slipped on our pimping, man.
We'll talk about that.
They getting pissed off at us.
Don't worry. We'll talk about that behind the scenes.
But here's the winner of the first contest. So what are your thoughts on that, Leo?
Looks pretty cool.
Just pretty cool. Just pretty. No, I'm kidding.
I like his gloves.
All right. Well, a lot of people did. That's why you. A lot of people did. That's why you won. But we're doing it again. All right, we're doing it again, Leo. So I'm gonna go through these real quick, and all I want you to do is pick 1 out of 10. 10 meaning that this picture is more goated than LeBron James, more, but not as goated as Kobe. But if I don't put it on, but if I don't put it in our 200th episode, I need to shave off my mustache and put it on top of my head. And then 1 meaning that this picture is so trash that I need to take it to the landfill, bury it 30 feet in the ground, set it on fire, unearth it, and bury it again and set it on fire again, so nobody ever see it. He like, that's overkill, coach. You're doing too much. He's looking like that's overkill, coach. All right, so here's our guy, Landon Avery. First picture. What do you rate this 1 out of 10?
I'll give it a 9
Okay. Why you give it a 9?
because of the big trophy.
Oh, so he gets a 9 for the trophy. So he gets an 8.5 for the trophy and 0.5 for everything else. He like pretty much. All right, so here's another California. You might know this guy since you're from California. This Carter Penn. So what do you get this 1 out of 10?
I'll give it a 9 also
And why you give this one a 9?
because I like how he has such a serious face. Like,
That's a dog right there, boy. You sit up across the court from him. You know you gonna have some comp. You just know that Leo. You better bring your A game when you face this dude. Leo, like, I ain't scared. You kind of low key look like him.
I don't know.
All right, let's go to the next one. What do you 1 out of 10? This is he gonna kill me.
Parker Floyd.
Yeah, Parker Floyd, a Florida guy.
I'll give it an 8 because I like how the background is all blurred out and it's just him trying
You
to.
heard? Yeah, so you heard that, Hudson? He was over there hating on the background. Nah. See, Hoopers know. Nah. All right, here's the next one. This is Tice Hamill.
Tice, there you go.
I'll give that a 9.
Boy, you just giving them all 9s like you passing. Like
Yeah, but
you
it's a
Oprah.
tough photo, though. It's a tough photo from this camera guy, Aiden. So shout out to him.
All right, here's another one from Tice.
Give that an 8.
8. Okay, it's the shoes, ain't it?
I like the shoes.
So he's getting an 8 for the shoes, right?
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
like it.
All right.
All right, here's our guy Zion Kirkland.
I'll give that an 8 also.
8.
Okay. And now let's pivot to baseball. This is our guy Rockwell. I call him Rock though, not the Rock, but Rock. So where do you get this picture?
A 9 because of all the rings.
Yeah, rings matter, right?
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah.
LeBron fans don't think so. All right. He said a few. Here's another one by Rock.
Sounds pretty cool. I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool too. Like a mystery. Sorry, we covering up your face, Carlos.
Well, it's covering all our faces.
All right. What about this one? This Rock again.
I'll give that an 8 also.
All right. What stands out to this picture that gives you an 8? Or you give it an 8?
Is he the pitcher?
He plays pitcher sometimes, yeah.
Looks like he's trying to catch the ball, but he has the ball in his hands.
Well, for time restraints, and it's not Rocket's show, it's your show. He played a game on this picture. We had to guess what stands out in the picture. There was like 5 things, and we had to sit here and pick the 5 things. So it was pretty funny. You got to watch his episode. Check that out. And one more.
I'll give that a 9 because I like the background, how it's like a little red.
All right. And Leo, I need your help. Now we got to narrow this down to 2. We can't pick all of these pictures. So out of all of the ones that I showed you from Rock, which is from this one to this one to this one's going to be 1. This one's going to be 2. This one's going to be 3, and this one's going to be 4. All right. Which 2 should we keep on the show and to vote on?
The first one and the 4th one.
So these 2? You agree with him, Carlos?
Yeah. According to the scoring that I put, Leo put 9 for the first one, 9 for the fourth one, and those are the 2 highest ones. So, yeah.
That is not what I asked you. I asked you, do you agree with him?
Yeah.
Sorry, Leo. He's making it difficult. All right.
Because they're all good. They're all good. It's hard to just
We
put me on
could,
the spot.
yeah, but we got to make room. We can only going forward. We can only take 2.
Yeah, of course.
Same with this guy. He got 3. No, I narrowed it down to 1.
You got 1.
So this is Sergio. He's one of our soccer players that we just recently had on, representing his country, who won the World Baseball Classic.
No. He's wearing the Colombian flag, Tony.
All right, he fact checked me, Leo.
Come on now, that's my heritage, Tony. Come on.
I was making sure you was on your toes, Carlos. I was testing you.
Hey Tony, that's my heritage. Half of my heritage is Colombian, so of course I kind of have to stop you there. Venezuela and Colombia have 2 different flags, Tony. Come on.
I had to make sure you was still woke.
Still here. Well, that's the Colombian flag he's wearing, Leo, not the Venezuelan flag.
Leo, no, he ain't slow. All right, so how do you rate this one, brother?
I'll give it a 9.
Okay. And here's our Isaiah Smith, also a West Coast guy. See, California's representing on this countdown. You noticed that, right, Leo? Oh my gosh, he can't. He can't vote. Look, he's quiet.
It's okay. So Leo, how do you rate that 1 out of 10?
I'll give it a 9 because, like the last basketball one, he has a very serious face.
like Carter.
Yeah.
All right, and this is the same. This is actually the same picture. So it's actually the same picture. And last but not least, our girl Hudson. I had to save the best for last. She is a as you can see, a multi champion in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, BJJ for short.
Uh,
She can kick your butt, Leo. She'll kick your butt.
I believe it.
That's the tap out queen right there. All right.
I'll give it a 10 because of all the medals and the 2 belts.
You gave it a 10 because you didn't want her to come over there and tap you out. That's why. No, I'm kidding. Shout out to Hudson getting the only 10 from Leo.
The only 10, yep, that's correct.
All right, so Hudson, you get one of these. You're not even on the show and you get one of these. You're the first person that ever did this. Hudson made history. She's the only person to get the horn on somebody else's show. All right, so where do you rate this one 1 out of 10?
A 10.
And why you give this picture a 10?
Because I'm out looking into the camera. It's so serious.
Oh, because you like that serious look. All right, so tell us the story behind this picture. What was going on what was going on today when you took this picture?
So they told me to make the most serious face you can. To
And
look straight into the camera.
and that's you. So was this a photo shoot for your
Photo shoot from a Cali.
account? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Carlos,
Yes.
what stands out the most out of this picture, and what do you rate it 1 out of 10?
Ooh, what did I rate out of 10?
Yeah, right in his face. No
What
pressure.
stands out to me is definitely the serious face, the pose, sitting down. Very similar to what we had in the 100th episode. I forgot his. Oh yeah, Montana McBride.
Montana had one just like this.
Yeah, very similar, but the difference was he had the smoke in the background. But two very good photos. I would rate this a 9. I'll rate it a 9.
Okay. All right. Going forward, let's stop bringing other athletes in Leo's episode.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just comparing. It kind of reminds me of that.
All right. I give you 9.237862419. If you had a sick background, that would have been a 10. But you look like you're ready to go cook somebody.
I said that too. It's just a plain white background.
Yeah. Just how, like some graphics or something. Like, I'll tell you what, take this picture, give it to your dad, put some edits on it, send it back to us, and we put it in a contest, okay? How that sound?
Okay.
He's like, I'm about to cook. So the reason why I said put some sound effects, because you're going against this picture. So you gotta represent. And you're going up against this picture. So you gotta represent Leo.
A lot of photos too, along with that. So
All right. So what do you rate this one 1 out of 10? No, I'm kidding. You ain't gotta rate your own photo. I noticed something though. Show me that jersey you got on again.
Leo.
That's exactly why I got it.
Okay.
And you got that Cali Wave number 8. Looking, looking like baby Kobe over here.
Mhm.
All right, so tell us the story behind this one. I think it's the same photo shoot, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so why so why this pose right here?
So, so they kind of just told me to hold the ball on my side. They told me to look straight, but I said if I could be like at an angle, I thought that would look better.
It,
Yeah, definitely.
it does. It does. It's cooking.
Yeah, definitely. An angle looks tough. Callaway showed it, showing the ball, and then you pointing at an angle. That's definitely
Yeah, you
tough.
pointing at Carlos and telling him that you're next.
Pointing at the camera.
He's pointing at you, Carlos, and telling you next.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
He knew back then that he was gonna meet you, and he's like, "You're next, bro. You're next, bro. I'm gonna
That's
cook you, bro.
that's what he manifested. Okay, he
Don't do
manifested.
it. You doing him like that, Carlos."
Mhm.
All right, so I gotta ask you a question about that before we have each other. Whose jersey you like that? This one or this one? There's lots of different jerseys that we go through.
Leo, he's asking whether do you like this one better or like that jersey better?
I was asking you.
Who, me or Leo?
You. I said Carlos. His name not Carlos.
Oh, I didn't hear you
That's
because
why he didn't say anything because he heard Carlos.
no, but that thing was quiet. But hmm, I kind of like the navy blue ones better, to be honest. But by a little bit. But these uniforms are nice though. They're very nice.
I agree.
You
Uh,
agree? You agree with Carlos and what?
The navy blue are better than the sky blue.
all right.
Okay. So since you cooked your own photo, um, all right, tell us a story about tell us what's the story about this one. Was this the same photo shoot or a different one?
This is the same one. They just changed the background.
So why they didn't put that background? Why they didn't put that background here? It'd have been tougher.
I think they wanted the jerseys to stand out because at that photo shoot, the jerseys were brand new, so I think they wanted the jerseys to stand out more.
Are they
Yeah,
standing? They
yeah, and plus Tony, if you know photo, there's got to be contrast. And if you would have put the navy blue with the black, the,
here
the
we go.
uniform wouldn't have stand out. So
Here we go. He always like
contrast.
you see how he talk to me, Leo. Always talk to me like that.
Hey, well, you talk to me like that too. So
He always talk to me like I'm a senior citizen and I don't know nothing,
yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just pointing that out.
bro, bro, bro. Wait till I see you, bro.
I'm just pointing that out there.
All right. I wish you would have sent more photos in, but let's get into your videos to show everybody why you tough, why you supposed to be on here. All right. But before we show your videos, there's a question I gotta ask. I ask all my hoopers. All right. And speaking of Carter, Carter's watching right now too. Your Cali brother is watching right now. Look, no, don't look at him. Look at him. He's like, I don't care. Salute to you, Carter. He gave your photo a 9.
Yes, he did.
So he gave you a lot of respect on your photo, Carter. So show him some love back. All right. So besides your obvious, besides your uniform, of course. All right. When you go into when you go into a big tournament, especially with these Memphis Grizzly colored uniforms, these tough uniforms, What are the top, besides your slides, of course, all hoopers better bring slides. You don't wear your indoor shoes outside. If not, you're not allowed to hoop anymore. They're going to knock you out and take them.
Yeah.
And if I see you wearing Kobe's outside, oh, we catching a fair one on site. Yeah, Carlos, that's a rule. You don't never wear Kobe's outside.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I know.
You can wear Jordans outside all day, but not Kobe's. But what is the top 3 shoes that you got to have in your bag?
Can they be basketball shoes?
I said besides the slides.
Yes, the basketball shoes.
Yeah, the top 3 shoes you gotta have.
Right, so I think you should have 2 pairs of basketball shoes in your bag. The ones that I have in my bag right now is I have John Morant 3s as my main shoe that I wear. But the other pair of shoes, I have GT Cut 3s in there.
All right, and what's the third one? The third main one you need to take with you.
I'd say some New Balances because they're comfy and they're comfy. You pretty much can do anything in them.
All right. What are your thoughts on those shoes, Carlos?
Very interesting shoes. Very interesting.
Interesting that 2 shoes were missing from that list, though. Some of the bronze and the Kobe's, man.
I do have Kobe. I just don't have them in my bag right now.
I didn't ask what you had in your bag. I said which ones would you take? What are your top 3 that you'll take with you? What are the top 3 you'll take with you? You want to do it? You want to do over?
Yeah.
All right, Leo. Besides your slides, because every hooper needs to have them slides. If you don't bring slides with you, you're not a hooper. What are the top 3 shoes that you have to take with you? Your top 3.
So as my main, I would do some Kobe 6s because they're lightweight, they're easy to run in. You could jump high with them. And as my second shoe, I would have the John Morant 3s. They're also very lightweight. They're easy to run. You can jump in them. And as number 3, I would have my New Balances. And you could pretty much do anything with those.
All right. Now, we talked about some clutch shots earlier when we were talking about the March Madness. There's also clutch shots outside of March Madness. So we're going to show you the clutch shot that won the video contest, Leo. He's Florida guy, played this is varsity. This is his 10th grade year playing varsity. All right, here we go. What are your thoughts about that video that won?
I thought he was going to spot up and shoot, but he went for the one-legged in transition. Me personally, I think one-legged shots are just easier, like floaters.
And did they count that as a 3, Carlos?
Yeah, they counted. Yeah, for the win. Yeah, that was a 3.
But to give you context of what happened, I'm going to show you the whole video. Here's the whole, this one wasn't voted on, but here's the whole clip. So you can see the game winner in action.
Hmm.
So now, what are your thoughts on the whole thing, the whole shebang?
I like that he split the two defenders at half court, and he passed the third defender coming, and then shot the shot. And I could just tell by when he was outside waiting for the free throw, he already knew he was getting the ball.
Mm. You just certain players have that aura, huh?
Mhm.
Hear that, Carlos? You gotta have that aura. You know, you're getting that ball.
Yeah, no, yeah, he just wanted the ball. He just wanted the ball at the end and made that three.
All right. So I got a couple clips here to show on you, but we also need your help to vote on these videos as well. So we did have a video contest. The one I showed you was the one that won. So just help me a little bit vote on these. This first one, we call this one 0.6 seconds, and you're gonna see why. So what's your vote on that one? Look, he's speechless, Carlos. He's speechless.
Yeah, 0.6 seconds.
I actually know a little bit about that too because I'm going there next year to that school.
Also, you're gonna meet this guy then, because
Oh,
that's who shot the shot.
yeah, I remember him because they did the middle school did the thing called Shadow Day where you shadowed somebody in the school for the whole day, and my friend actually got him,
Oh,
so he shadowed him for the whole day.
Nice. I couldn't do it though. I couldn't have no elementary school kids shadowing me all day. I would have ditched. See, I would have been the bad one. I would have ditched you. I'm like, yeah, this is the cafeteria. Just hold on one second. Boom, I'd have been gone. And you were standing there like, where you go? I'm kidding, y'all. I'm joking. I don't condone um, ditching kids on their school trip meet day or whatever they call it now. But yeah, you're gonna meet him. But what do you now that you know who it is? What do you get that 1 out of 10?
Then
Oh, and now he's your boy now. He's your boy now. Hear that, Carter? He gave you a 10 because y'all going to the same school and y'all gonna be on the squad together.
Well, I'm gonna be a sixth grader. He's gonna be a seventh grader.
You're still gonna be on the squad.
yeah, he's gonna be still the same squad.
All you
They
got
break it up. They break it up by grade.
Nah, you gonna play up. All you gotta do is just when you bring the ball up, just hit the corner. He's gonna feed you. You're gonna be looking like Steph Curry from the corner, playing with him. All right, so here's another one. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let you see it and vote on it. This is from DJ Adams. You low key almost traveled.
Yeah, no, he probably thought he was gonna do one move, but he ended up doing another move like at the last minute. So, but
Oh,
a
and
very high jump.
and shout out to Bruce for checking in, even though he didn't have to.
Yeah, more Bruce.
Shout out to Beat More Bruce. All right, 1 out of 10. What do you get that one?
I like the move. I like the finish. I'll give it a 9.
A 9. All right. And how would you rate somebody if they caught a pass over 3 defenders? Do you think that's possible for a kid to do?
Like my age?
No, younger than you.
Well, he would have to be really athletic.
I mean, do you think it's possible?
Can be.
So yes, basically yes.
Carlos, he can speak for himself.
Yeah, but he's saying it's possible. So
He can speak up for himself. Well, let me show you that somebody actually did it.
That was really impressive.
So, what do you rate that 1 out of 10?
I have to give it a 10.
okay.
Oh, so Hudson and Zion gets a 10. All right, and I think we got 2 more,
2 more. Yeah.
and then we'll show your clips. Look, he's like, man, please show my clips. Look at him. He's like, please show my clips. You got me doing all this voting, man. Please show my clips, bro. Oh, we gonna get to it. Remember this guy right here? Who almost deleted the picture? You remember this guy? I almost deleted this picture just now.
Ooh, that would not have been good.
Hit him like, no, coach. All right. Here is him on the diamond.
Do it, yes.
So Leo, how do you rate that 1 out of 10?
It was a pretty impressive catch. Like, he had to leap for it and stretch his arm all the way out. So I'll give that a 9.
A 9. Okay.
All right. And last but not least, this is how did her picture and her video end up being the last ones? But
Either way.
remember we told you about Tap Out Hudson? And you said you think you think she could take you, but yes, we put our combat athletes on here too. But I'm just gonna quit talking. I'm just gonna let you see how dangerous this girl is.
Pull your chest onto that car. Foot. Big extension, Hudson. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yeah.
But the rest of that is her celebrating with her coach.
Wow.
So, what are your thoughts on that, and how do you rate it 1 out of 10?
I'm gonna give that a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you give it a 10?
It was just like, it was really impressive.
And go ahead.
Yeah, she looked like after the clip, she looked like really happy.
Like she was really excited.
She was really extremely excited. I just didn't play the rest because it was about a minute long. But I just wanted you to vote on the first part. But I know you're going like this. You're like, please show my clips, man. Please, I did all this voting, man. Please show my clips, bro. I'm about to show your clips, okay?
Okay.
All right. So let's show everybody why you elite. Now this first one, the sound is muted, so you can talk through it and you can tell us what's going on through the clip, okay?
Realistic.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So tell us what's going on.
There's the spin move.
It's from 3. Pass. Told you I'm a guard. Floater. I told you I like the floater. Down was off a steal. Another floater. And down was the N1.
So which one of those was your favorite play?
The N1, the last one.
Everybody love them and ones. So tell us a story about those clips. Was that the same game or same tournament?
Well, the last 2 was a different game. But the rest of the clips were the same game.
All right, so let us know how the games went. 'Cause it looked like you was having fun getting those buckets and dropping dimes.
Well,
So,
the first, both of the games were blowouts. The first game we beat the team by about 25, and the second team we beat them by about 30.
mm, mm, mm. And what tournament were you guys at?
Well, the first like few clips, that was just a regular game. But the last 2 clips, that was a tournament at Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, California stepped up, Carlos. I got some very nice facilities out there.
Mm-hmm.
That'll make a lot of places jealous.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So since the N1 was your favorite, tell us a story about how you got that N1. Break it down for us.
So I was driving. I saw the defender come up, so I did a Euro step, and he hit my arm. I shot it. It went in. He fouled me.
That hurt when you hit your arm like that?
I didn't even feel it.
Oh, damn. You hear that, Carlos? It's tough. He didn't feel it.
Definitely heard it. Yeah.
My arm would have been sore for 3 weeks. All right, you ready for your other clip? He like, what do you mean my other clip? Yeah.
Let's bring it on.
All right, more. I think this is more game film. More game film.
Time to watch the game, Pop. Bang.
Nice. Go, go, go. Go, go.
Man, it ended kind of quick. All right, so tell us. Now go ahead.
The first one, it was actually the possession after the second one.
Oh, so it's kind of like, so it was kind of flipped. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it went down. I shot a mid range. I went to go play defense, and it came down again, and I shot another mid range.
All right, and tell us a little bit about that game.
That game, I think it was the game to go to the championship, so it was really competitive.
Oh yeah, those games are always competitive. Sometimes they're more competitive than the championship game themselves.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, which games do you prefer? Primetime games, which is like night games, like 7:30. Afternoon games, like 2, 3 in the afternoon, or early morning games, like 9 o'clock in the morning. Which one is your which time is which is your favorite time to hoop?
Prime time.
Mhm.
I should have known he was going to
No.
say prime time. Yeah, prime. Something about them prime time games.
Main event.
All right, Leo. All right, Leo. Let me get these. Let me get the comments off your face. Let me get the comments off your face so everybody can see you. All right. So Carlos, you know what time part of the show it is. So you, so you saw the you did the sports topics with him.
Mhm.
He looked a little nervous at the beginning, but slowly but surely, he came around with the sports topics. Then you did the Q&A. All right. We learned about his MVP and his John Morant card back there.
Mhm.
Um, we learned that he was generous with his votes. He gave everybody a 8 and above.
Yeah, 8 and
So
above. Mhm.
so he's pretty cool for that.
Mhm.
Um, you saw his awesome photo shoot,
Mhm.
and now you saw his clips where he showed you he can hit the mid range, he can hit the three, and he can get down there and get dirty and get down there to the basket and get them tough, ugly baskets that every coach loves to see their players get. So he showed he can score on all three levels. So what is your overall?
Oh yeah, Leo. Yeah.
He didn't even let me finish the question. Jeez Louise, Carlo, you
What's up?
got somewhere to be after the podcast? You gotta
No,
rush
no,
your day.
no, let's go.
So first scale of 1 to 10, where do you rank Leo as a basketball player?
From what I saw, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with a 7.5. But here's why. I'm gonna go with a 7.5 because right now you're just developing right now because you're just developing right now, and I feel like if you have more development, Leo, then you're gonna get way better. Like obviously, right now you're in what, 5th grade? Yeah, a lot more time to develop. Obviously, you got to play middle school basketball, way different from AAU ball. And if you like playing in prime time, shoot, you're gonna love it when you get to high school because those games will be main event 7:30 for those games, and those games get live. So
Only varsity.
yes, only varsity. Yeah, yeah, because varsity for the 7:30
Yeah,
JV.
you got to make varsity to play them primetime games.
Yes,
JV plays when everybody's at lunch.
yeah, yeah, basically. But Leo, yeah, once you get used to middle school basketball, high school basketball, I feel like your game's gonna get way better. And you've shown that you can score at all three levels. And if you keep on developing that, hey man, you're just gonna get better from there. All right.
So overall, was he worthy of being on the Be Ready Sports podcast?
Yeah.
All right, Leo, you got Carlos's blessing, so you get one of these. You know what's coming, so you just brace for it. You know it's coming. All right, Leo, you have fun.
Yeah.
All right, now it's your turn. You can talk mess about me. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, as an interviewer, what do you rate me? 1 out of 10.
A 10.
Yeah, right. I ain't no. I know dang on well I'm not a 10. All right, I appreciate the love. And what do you rate Carlos?
A 9.
Okay.
There's no way I'm rated higher than Carlos.
Hey.
He gave you the sports topics. Come on. If I'm a 10, he's a 12.
He gave me a 7. He gave me a 7.5 though.
Man, you can't be hitting. Oh my gosh, we're not trying to cause no beef over here.
Hey, Tony, that's on you for asking the question.
Hey man, I didn't tell you to give him a 7.5.
Hey.
I didn't tell you to do it. All right, Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Leo. So, Carlos has one more question to ask you.
Yes.
Another question that we ask all our hoopers.
Yes, Leo. So every athlete has a story behind their number. So what is your number? What's the story behind that number? And I
Bro,
feel
you
like I may know the story.
Number 8 because of Kobe.
There you go. Simple, straight to the point.
So, what about Kobe made you wear his number? There's got to be a reason.
His mentality and his work ethic.
You watch any of his high school games?
I watched some of his highlights, but not the full game.
Oh, you got to see him in high school, bro. He was like a man among boys. Like a man. All right, Leo. Man, it's been cool. Chopping it up with you on this podcast. We can talk to you all day, but hey, we know we can't, unfortunately. So, yeah, this is the part of the show that we hate. Yeah, we reached the end, but Leo, we don't go out depressed. We go out with a bang. So, I know there's some people that that's in your corner that helped you get to where you're at, and then that helped you become a great basketball player and catch our attention to get you on the Be Ready Sports podcast. So give your shout outs and tell everybody where they can follow you on your social medias, websites, whatever you have. And go.
I want to shout out to my mom and my dad. And you can follow me on my Instagram, Leonidas MNZ.
All right.
And we're gonna give a shout out to Coach Carter. We're gonna give a shout out to Coach Belichick. We're gonna give a shout out to. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Coach Carter.
Give a shout out to movie characters and stuff. All right, we're gonna do something a little different here today. Normally, I would torture Carlos and have him do this spiel, but we're going to do the spiel a little different today. We're gonna do the spiel a little different. Y'all gonna do the spiel last, but for right now, check out the ticker. Make sure y'all donate to the show to help us improve. That's how we got the upgrades that we have now. If y'all don't believe that we have a lot of upgrades, go watch episodes 1 through 10, and you'll see a huge difference in the show. But Carlos,
yeah. Okay.
Just count us out, and Leo, stay for the wrap up. All right, it'll be real quick. I know he's like, bro, I'm ready. He's like, bro, I love y'all. Y'all my dudes, but come on, bro. No, I'm kidding. Carlos.
All right, guys, the spiel will be coming up next in 3, 2, 1.
All right, be ready.
Stay ready.
All right, stay tuned for the spiel, y'all.
Thank you guys for watching the video. We have officially reached the end, so please make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon on YouTube so that you get notified of when we go live. Also, follow our Instagram at Be Ready Sports Podcast. That is where we post sports news, podcast clips, anything related within the podcast will be on the Instagram. So please make sure to follow the Instagram at Be Ready Sports Podcast. And also on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you get notified of when we go live. Silent Fear Down Online. This is Theron West II. His clothing line, football athlete from California. So support him, support his clothing line at silentfear.online. Donate to Zelle, not Cash App, at 954-664-8962. That is where you can donate to the show. All proceeds of the show will go towards the show to make it better and to upgrade it. So donate to Zelle at 954-664-8962. Pick a Portal. Sean from Pick a Portal was a part of this podcast, introduced his business, and spoke about his updates about his business. So basically, if you're a coach that needs a player for the weekend, you're down some players for the weekend, don't worry. The coach can just go into the pick up portal, pick up the players that he needs for the weekend, and just replace it with the players that are going to be absent for the tournament. So that's for the coaches. But for the players, you can put yourself in the portal if you want to play that weekend and get connected with a coach. The active sports right now going on are baseball, softball, and basketball. So if you're a part of those sports, pickaportal.com. Subscribe to Kaysen Velez, the first soccer player we've interviewed in episode 4. So subscribe to Kaysen Velez, soccer player at CV7 Rocket on YouTube. It's William Miller. Coach Tony interviewed him back in episode 90. So this is his website. It's williammiller.com. Combat athlete, motivational speaker, episode 90 guest. So it's williammiller.com. Subscribe to Remy Payne, the first athlete actor on this show. So this is his YouTube channel at Remy Game Football 5250. That is his YouTube channel. Subscribe to Rockwell Journey, Rockwell baseball player. This is his YouTube channel at Rockwell's Journey on YouTube. Last but not least, Hudson Santiago, BJJ fighter. This is her brand, Gaidama. You can check her out at gaidama.com. All right, back to you guys.